whisper it. Ooh, 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 Toy Rage.
Hey guys, thank you so much for showing up, watching, listening to our broadcasts and shows. We really do appreciate it. If you want to help support us even more, we have started to sell merch at teespring.com/store/ToyRage, where you can go and check out all of the things that we did start to sell with more items to come. Currently, we do love our Clarence shirt. Show your support for Clarence. Get yourself a shirt, and we hope to see you guys soon. Battery and chicken. I think that's a good combination. Batteries and chicken.
You know, there's one thing everybody knows Toy Rage for, and it's our prop work.
That's right, Billy. That's right. What other props do I have? Look, Andrew, we're going to have to keep things on the level during this podcast. As you can tell, repenting from our bad memes and puns, we're doing absolutely fantastic. I thought Andrew was going to come up with a joke, but apparently not.
I was, but then I realized I had food in my face.
Oh, maybe that's the joke, that you have food in your face. I'm trying to find something else.
No. We
So-
just get more and more professional every week.
Well, repenting. I don't even know if they know I exist, really.
I don't know if they know that we still broadcast every week.
No, I don't know that. But I have these funny fingers.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
did you measure our audience last week? Prop work.
Wait. I think we need to just stick to the script.
We may need to get some guests booked.
All right. Maybe it's about time we seal it shut and move on to the actual show.
Yeah, let's put a cork in it.
Yeah. No need to fill this show up with canned air.
We're forked.
Oh, God. I think
There it is.
I think by now
End of the show, everybody. That's all we had planned for this evening.
what I think we need to do, Andrew, is
We're
hire.
so dumb.
We need to hire a staff.
We're so awful at this.
Andrew, we need to hire a staff.
Go fuck yourself. That may have drove repenting to either drink or curse with that last pun.
So, unless I missed one of the caffeine updates, messages now go back to disappearing. And this started between Tuesday and Thursday. Well, yeah, because I think Hot Croissant did her show on like Thursday. And we did our podcast obviously on Tuesday. And I looked at the recording and all the messages were staying up there. So I can still see, oh, what's up, Yama King? Is it Yomo King or Yama King? He followed us, Andrew. Give your thank you. Give your thank you.
Thank you, Gamoko.
There you go.
I can't even see what your name is. But I think I got it.
Wow. That's actually perfect. That's the way it's pronounced, minus the belch over there. You know what we should do?
2 Irish Rose.
Thank you, Repenting. And thank you, Andrew, for joining us tonight. Everyone have a great night.
Is that what you wanted us to do?
No, I was going to say maybe we should do an introduction and sing a song. I was trying to take my glasses off with these giant puffy fingers, but it didn't really work out too well. So, because I have something in my eye. But that's fine. Do you want to...
I can't get to sleep. I think about the implication. I'm diving in too deep. Especially about the implication. Especially at night. I'm worried over situations. I know it'll be alright. It's just Toy Rage Podcast.
That's beautiful. As usual.
Name the song. Fuck you. Okay. You know what? Screw you.
I know the song. I just don't know the name of the song. I can't think of it right now.
Does anybody know? Does anybody know?
If anyone knows, you will get the prize of Andrew singing it again. Is this the TV series that you're talking about repenting? Is this?
This?
Oh no, you mean that other one where they decided to take Lesser Me, who looks exactly like me. What was that called? iRobot? I'm still waiting for the royalty checks.
Yeah.
But for everyone tuning in, this is not iRobot.
This still is not iRobot.
Is this even a podcast? Who knows anymore? I was very
I
proud
don't
of
know. We were originally going to be called Arrested Development, but some asshole took that name before us.
even though that happened 8 years ago.
Michael, they don't know.
Oh, yeah, no one knows.
No one knows.
But thank you guys for showing up to the Toy Rage broadcast, podcast, TV show.
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
I'm Andrew Delaney, and your name is what?
What?
Exactly.
Exactly. We'll just go
We're
with
just
that
getting-
for now.
We're getting better and better at this. Everybody.
Remember when
Every
you introduced
week-
yourself?
It takes us longer and longer just to introduce our names.
That's the 15-minute
might as well-
mark.
There it is.
15-minute mark.
15 minutes. 15 minutes?
Yeah,
you
15
don't know
minutes.
who you're listening to. You don't know who's talking.
No.
15 minutes. Boom, surprise.
That's it. That's all.
Post name.
That's all you need to know.
That's standard format for a new legit. Exactly.
Right? It's really cringy. And
I
we're
wanted,
really
I
happy.
wanted to the point where we just have people just saying, "Oh, come on," in the middle of their car ride. Like they're just sitting and they're like, "Oh, that is so stupid."
Are these guys making visual gags while I'm listening to them? What is he talking about levels and measuring? I don't get it. Nope. Not
Nope.
important. Not important at
Getting
all.
better, everybody.
So,
Those
you know
classes
what we
are
should
really
do? We should introduce topics. Like things that we might talk about.
Hey, Mike, what's on the docket tonight?
Let me look. Beep beep boop beep beep boop boop. Oh, my phone's upside down. Beep boop boop.
And that's why,
not like it matters.
that's
It's
why Mike never picks up his phone.
beep boop beep boop boop. I also have to mute this. Let's see. There's gonna be
Everybody sounds so far away.
So Andrew and I separately saw Deadpool 2.
DP2.
Yeah, DP2. Saw Deadpool 2. Saw a wonderful picture by IGN Online saying Deadpool beat Thanos with $125 million, which is like one of the most misleading pictures there is.
That would never happen. It would be incredible if it did.
Yeah.
But the probability of such is
I-
very slim.
I don't know how Deadpool will get $125 million and then go to Thanos and go, I beat you with that. But whatever.
They're gonna make a good amount of money.
No, they are. It's also like Infinity War's 4th week of being out.
And they're
So-
still making a shit ton.
Well, yeah, they made I think it was like 25 million this past weekend. Deadpool 2 made 125. Deadpool 2's opening is bigger than Infinity War's 2nd week
That's still impressive though.
by 14. However, the opening of Deadpool 2 is not as big as Deadpool 1. Deadpool 1 opened with 130 or 131.
And
It was about
you
that.
know what's kind of funny?
What?
I hate to say it. I think they didn't market enough closer to the date.
If you go and you look about what was going on with just marketing in general, there was so much marketing with Solo, like kind
Yeah.
of impeding on a lot of the a lot of the time where Deadpool 2 should have been getting it. Like it was great.
I just thought like last week should have been more marketing or more promotion going on.
Yeah.
And because Solo didn't come out the same weekend. Solo comes out this weekend.
Yes. Which I'm very excited to
And-
not see.
And I swear to you, I had 3 conversations with 3 different people
Mm-hmm.
about this. I don't know if that just made sense, but whatever. It doesn't matter. This is a Toy Rage podcast. We're professionals.
Nothing matters. We're not even podcasting.
But they didn't realize that Deadpool came out that weekend.
No.
And that, I think, hurt them. I think there was a lack of awareness to the general public that Deadpool 2 came out last weekend.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. Because like it didn't I went to New York this past week and I went back and
Did not see me, everybody. Did not see me.
Andrew was invited to Jeff's. And nothing. Surprisingly enough, the 2 people who showed up at Jeff's were the 2 people who never show up at Jeff's.
Jeff is about 2 hours away from me, so that's not happening on just a whim.
Well, Dan used to be in the Bronx. Just saying. Solo looks like it might be good, but the
I
initial
only want to
reviews-
see it for what's his name, Donald Glover. That's
Yeah.
really about it.
But
I
a
think
lot
it's
of the
gonna be
initial
awesome.
reviews are not great. Like they're all positive, but none of them are just like, "Oh my god, this movie's just amazing." They're what was it like 76%
Yeah.
on Rotten
whatever.
Tomatoes or some shit like that. I don't know.
So here's the
I don't
question, Mike.
Yeah.
Let's not speculate about Solo.
Is it breathing
okay?
into this bag?
Yeah, you can solo that bag. I want to talk about DP2.
And you took your shirt off for
Because-
this. Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah, it's a little steamy in here.
Yeah. Is it from the ox tongue that you were eating?
I had General Tso's chicken, but close.
I like how you started off with should I get ox tongue or cat intestines? No, General Chow chicken. That's what I'll get.
I went with a different place.
Yeah.
Different Chinese place. But again, we digress. Deadpool 2.
Let me give you Dan's 1-sentence synopsis of this.
Oh, come
Ready?
on. Ready?
He thinks that, and it might be backwards. Deadpool 1 was funnier, but Deadpool 2 had a better story.
I thought it was going to be really tough to top Deadpool 1
Yeah.
because the humor lends itself to be repeated.
You need to clear your throat, boy.
I know.
Because you
Did you
just
hear
sounded.
me?
Oh, we all heard you. I am not editing that out.
Yeah, that was just half burp.
Yeah. That's staying in. That's staying in.
That was General Sal's voice.
Hi, Tori. And hi, Damien.
Hi, Tori. Deadpool 2 was going to naturally have to utilize some of the very similar humor of Deadpool 1. No, there's no spoilers here.
No. we're
No
not gonna-
spoilers, Tori. We're not going
We're-
to talk about story or anything.
No. If we.
I'm just talking about generalities.
Yeah.
Now, it may affect how you walk into the movie, but we're not going to give anything away about plot or anything.
No.
But I still thought Deadpool 2 was incredibly well written. And some of the skits that were, well, I'm not going to say skits, but comedy scenes that they put forth in this movie, I thought you could tell were a lot more thought out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also saw certain scenes in the movie where I thought they overthought the comedy, opposed to the first one, which was a little bit more off the tongue.
I agree. I think so.
Not to say that it wasn't funny. Very, 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 very funny movie. You're still going to watch a very funny movie. But you're also going to see a different Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Which is good. You have to take the good with the bad. You're going to see a lot more the same Deadpool comedy from the first movie.
Mhm.
So be prepared for that. But if you like the first Deadpool comedy styling, you're going to see it a little bit more mature. Well, not like cursing mature, but like the evolution of how they wrote this script. You can tell they spent a little bit more time with it, and it's a little bit more manufactured than the off-the-cuff
Yeah.
type comedy in Deadpool 1.
It actually.
And go.
I was gonna say it actually helps a lot. If you do watch Deadpool 1, because there's a lot of jokes that they made in Deadpool 1 that they revisit in Deadpool 2 that just get funnier
Yes.
in Deadpool 2. Like
So
there's so much like little. They kind of went a little bit too meta.
yeah,
You
well,
know?
they said they didn't even break fourth walls in this movie. They broke like fifth and sixth walls in this movie.
Yeah.
So
Or as he said in the movie, he broke 16th wall.
yeah.
Was that one or
Look,
two?
I came out of
Maybe
there chuckling, and there was definitely I don't regret seeing it at 10 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning. I thought it was really good. I still recommend it to people, saying I do put a caveat in there saying like, like don't overhype like what you think this movie is going to be. Just think it's Deadpool 1, and it keeps on going with Deadpool 1.
Yeah.
And if you really like Deadpool 1, you're not going to be disappointed.
No, I don't think there's any way you're going to be disappointed if you like the first one, that you're going to be disappointed with the second one. It's impossible because it's really like a fantastic sequel to
Now,
it.
here is something else I will say. If you
Yeah.
did not like Deadpool 1,
I don't think you're going
you are not going to get a different Deadpool story with
No.
Deadpool 2 or comedy. It's not changing.
No.
It's the same. So if you didn't like Deadpool 1, you're not going to like Deadpool 2.
No, they're so. It's weird because they're so similar but so different at the same time when it comes to some of the jokes that they were making. But if really like Deadpool 1 is the best movie to relate it to, where if you did not like that, just don't even bother seeing Deadpool 2. If a friend goes, "Oh, you'll like it better this time," you probably
No.
won't. You probably no.
Probably won't.
No,
You
it's a
won't.
terrible suggestion.
Right. But I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'll give it out of 100. I'll give it a solid 85. I'll give it a solid 85. I won't go to 90. I thought Deadpool 1 was 90. I thought this was like 85.
Yeah. Because the humor was good, but if you didn't really watch the first one or you knew certain things, you're gonna miss out on a little bit. You know.
I love some of the X-Men universe that they brought into this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant, and I thought some of the non-X-Men universe that they brought into this movie was brilliant.
they referenced so much. I will tell you, they did not reference Jonah Hex.
Oh, and that was their biggest flaw in this movie. I'm hoping it comes up in X-Force, the movie, because they're gonna make one.
I hope so, because Dan made the point. He goes, "How did they not make fun of Jonah Hex, where Josh Brolin is playing a one-eyed cowboy with a metal arm, and in Jonah Hex he's doing the same thing."
Yeah.
Well,
they did say that. Well, there was like an interview with Ryan Reynolds that said they probably will not be making another Deadpool solo movie, but that's not to say that Deadpool will not be in another X-Men film.
Really? I thought they were definitely doing a Deadpool 3.
No, that is what I have last heard from the mouth of Ryan Reynolds, or the quote of Ryan Reynolds, I should say.
Who you talk to all the time.
That Deadpool solo movies, this probably will be the last one. But Deadpool being in other movies will probably happen, because he basically said there's not that many more stories that you could tell with Deadpool by himself.
Hey, Natasha.
He has to be with a group.
Yeah, he does. Because right now it's getting to the point where he's playing real well off of so many other people, where it'd be really weird to have him by himself.
If this Sony deal goes through, Sony Disney deal goes through, how great is a Spider-Man Deadpool playoff? Because that is like the classic quip playoff in the comic books. I want to see it. That is what I want to see. I want to see
That's your goal.
A Spider-Man Deadpool just riff off. Tori, you know what? You need to leave. They have to make it. That is bread and butter in the comic books. That duo is just it was like It's like the magic with Tony Stark and Doctor Strange in Infinity War. But that's the thing. They're saying that Deadpool's going. They're trying to make Deadpool enter in with the rest of the MCU with this Disney deal. So we may see a PG-13 Deadpool. I don't know. I would like to see it. I don't think it'll have the same effect as the rated R Deadpool, but I still would like to see it.
What if they did? If they did bring it in, do you think it would be rated R still?
No, because there's a lot of jokes in Infinity War that was close to R, but they just cut it off, or it was an innuendo and they kept it PG-13. So I think they can do it with Deadpool in like an MCU universe film. I think they can do it.
So I was just looking at it because I know that. So Deadpool was made by 20th Century Fox.
Correct.
And Homecoming was Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures and Columbia.
Right. But we do know that Marvel can make more Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And as we know, Disney Marvel movies can happen.
Yes.
Right?
Because Spider-Man
Now,
happened.
If the Disney deal goes through and they buy 20th Century Fox, that's basically saying that now Deadpool and the X-Men is part of Disney MCU.
Thanks, Natasha. That would be cool because it was so confusing because you have Marvel Studios, and then you had Sony, and then you had Fox.
They would get back. They're actually they're really pushing for this because they're going to get X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get Fantastic Four back, which has been one of the biggest faux pas in the comic book world for years now.
Oh, it's so sad.
Did you know that they stopped writing Fantastic Four because of this deal? They won't make new canon for Fantastic Four.
Really?
And that's why all these movies have nothing new to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not writing Fantastic Four. You can't even get This is how far it's gone. Even
times.
in that Marvel Heroes Omega game, that online game,
Mm-hmm.
there are no Fantastic Four characters. None. Not one.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
They Marvel's just you know what? Why you can't give this back to us? You know what? We're not going to make any more content for you to even possibly make a good movie. We're just shutting it off. And they basically did.
Which is good because it's
Michael, okay. You know the game Legendary, right? The board game Marvel Legendary?
Yes.
With the cards?
Yes.
They discontinued the Fantastic Four expansion pack due to this as well. They stopped producing it. It's now it's like a rare eBay item.
Really?
You had to pay $80 for a Fantastic Four expansion pack.
Because it's that bad.
Because they won't print it anymore. It's serious, Mike. I don't know what it is because they basically say it's Marvel's first family. That's what they always claim.
Rose still has her game. You're a millionaire now, Rose.
But Rose, you know what I'm talking about, right?
That Marvel Legendary.
You know what I'm talking about. Give me a hell yeah. Okay.
Or
see?
yes.
I'm not making this up.
No. I was looking. I thought that the last Fantastic Four movie that came out in 2017. That's what this is saying here.
2016.
This is weird because I'm looking at the Fantastic Four movies and the four that show
The
up.
the one with what's her Kate Mara and Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at Fantastic Four movies, and there's Fantastic Four in 1994, which was terrible.
There's Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Fantastic
2.
Fantastic
And
Four.
then Fantastic Four again with what's that kid's name from the drumming movie?
Drummer kid drummer man.
No, come on.
2005, 15.
Somebody help me out with my tard brain. Oh, what's that movie called?
Drumline?
No.
Little Drummer?
It's with the guy that plays Jonah Jameson from the original Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Is it called Bigger Hint? Oh, Rose is giving you a bigger hint. I thought the name of the movie was called Bigger Hint.
Bigger hint? I didn't even see it. Need. Oh, you need a bigger hint. I can't help any. It's about jazz. It's about jazz drumming. That's all I can remember. And J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is in it. There we go. Is that his name? J.K. Simmons?
Yeah.
Something Simmons? Yeah. J.K. Simmons is in it. You know what? Screw you all. I don't know. I'm dumb. I have short-term memory. Whatever.
Fantastic Four 2 in 2017.
Yeah, they're. I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna do it.
You don't think they're going to do it?
No. I think they're gonna keep it on. If they do it, it's going to be another disappointment, or they're going to put it on hold and wait for the Disney deal to go through. Unless there's a contract already in place.
No, it says Fox quietly removes Fantastic Four 2 from 2017 calendar.
Boom. Told you.
There it is. But it's crazy because if you go and you look up like Fantastic Four and you look up movies for there, only these four are showing up. That's it. Like it's Fantastic Four, the 94 one, and then it's Fantastic Four, the reboot with Michael Chiklis, the Silver Surfer one, which is a sequel to that, and then it says Fantastic Four 2, the movie that isn't even out. The one before that isn't even.
It's not even there.
It's not even there. All right, like that's how serious this is. Yeah,
it was so bad.
It was
so when they that was
it's so bad it doesn't exist.
Here's the thing. You know what they screwed up on the most? It wasn't even the actual Fantastic Four, like Thing, Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, or the Invisible Woman. They didn't screw up there. They screwed up Doctor Doom. They took Doctor Doom, and I don't even know what they did with it. No one understood what was going on there. That was a mystery and a half.
Like he just started to grow metal out of his face.
It just.
Oh wait, no, I never actually saw the 2015 one.
Don't actually do.
No,
and then don't.
No.
Put it this way.
No.
Fantastic Four is to the Veil.
There's no way you can even compare them to anything.
Well, the Veil's a masterpiece.
It's something. I don't think the Veil will ever reach the Room status.
No, because the Room was
an actual masterpiece.
Yes, it was truly a masterpiece of dysfunctional movie making.
How? It's just the story behind it too. Anyway, look. Before we
were talking about Deadpool
we're talking about Deadpool 2. That's the main focus of this. For people
see Fantastic Four and Deadpool 2
at the same time.
At the same time.
Because it doesn't even exist.
That's what the Toy Rage stamp of approval is.
For people who are still going to go see Deadpool 2, if you look online about like how many like past credit scenes there are,
4.
It says there's 4 or 5, right? So you have one that happens pretty soon.
I'm not going to ruin anything, but once the actual credits start rolling, you can leave.
After the second one. Because if you look online, it'll say there's like 4, but there's one clip that happens first, and then the second set of post-credit scenes, it's like this isn't what it's like, but it's just like Deadpool in front of a church, Deadpool in front of a market, Deadpool in front of a barbershop, and Deadpool in front of a house. Like it's just 4 scenes with Deadpool just in one take. Not like one take.
Okay. If you're sitting there and the end credit, like the official end credits are rolling, do not stay around. You
Yeah.
do not need to stay. At that point,
There's nothing at the way
Leave.
end. Did you
there's
stay,
nothing
Andrew?
at the way end.
Did you stay?
No. Yes, I did.
You did stay.
Because I didn't know.
Someone in the theater when we saw it was just like letting you guys know. That's it.
Did they stay though?
No, everyone got up and left
Okay, good.
because there was enough like
We
within
didn't
5
have
minutes. No,
everybody in my theater stayed around because we didn't know. It was a collective confusion.
like in
I
Deadpool
didn't
1.
feel bad. It wasn't like someone got up and left. Everybody stayed because everybody thought it was the case.
It's like the first Deadpool. You waited all the time for him to be in the shower and say like, "Why are you here?" This one they don't even give you that.
No.
It's nothing.
No.
It's just,
There's nothing.
It's just sorry, bro.
Sorry, bruh.
Sorry, bro.
But DP2, go check it out. It's a good time.
See
Bring
the
the
first
kids.
one. See the first.
Bring the
Don't-
kids
Don't bring
repenting.
the kids. Don't bring the kids.
I'm hoping repenting does exactly opposite of what I say.
Don't.
Because when I told him to have his kids watch The Tick, have his kids not watch The Tick, he showed The Tick to his kids. So I'm saying this time, DP2, bring the kids.
And
And this way he's going to be like, I can't bring my kids to this. And then everybody's happy.
no, he's going to. Look,
All
what
right.
what happened was you told him don't watch The Tick, and then Jean-Claude Van Johnson didn't get a second season,
Oh my God.
and Tick did. So
It still burns like
at least
acid reflux.
Cobra Kai got the second season within a week.
Oh my!
Not even
it's
wasn't
so
even out a
quick.
week. It was just
So
like, done.
quick.
The problem.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson should have gotten it the minute the minute it came out.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine gets saved, but Jean-Claude Van Johnson dies.
Yeah, it does not make sense.
Thanks, Bezos.
Change.org. I have a petition of.
Please change. Do that.
Um,
So what do we got next?
Next on the docket.
Yeah, we're actually
No more
following a schedule.
DP2.
No more DP2. So Andrew, I titled this "The Anatomy of a Villain"
Good.
because
We had a hero talk. We had a serious hero talk.
we did have a
Couple
serious
weeks
hero
ago.
talk, and now we're going to have a discussion about villains. So everyone who wants to bring people in about villains, please take the moment to
And note, there will be some spoilers with this next topic.
for Lost in Space. But everyone should just go, if you can, share the stream, call your friends, call your mom, tell them to get in here.
Tell your dog walker.
Someone get T3 Media in here. Please. Right? So it's like, what makes a good villain?
Okay, I this is why
And we're
this is why I have a whole bottle of wine.
the
For this
topic
topic right here.
the subject of this topic is Dr. Smith in the new Lost in Space reboot on Netflix, where Andrew liked her and I did not.
No. I want to make sure this is clearly stated.
Andrew loved her.
I loved her.
He has a shrine.
I thought, and it's not because I loved her because of the visceral reactions. This is the first time I've actually yelled at my TV in a really long time. Like I felt like one of them, like the guys in the movie theater, like, don't, oh my God, I can't believe you said that, or I can't believe you did. I was yelling at my television with this show.
So was I.
Because of
So was
her.
Tori.
And I finished the series and I looked back and I said, when is the last time a character just
Infuriating.
brought forth so much frustration, so much rage, so much anger? And I said to myself, oh my God, they made a great villain. That is what defines, in my mind, a great character villain. Something that evokes so much anger out of you that that you even create. It creates reactions that you're not even a part of the show, but you cringe at some of the things that happen during that show caused by Dr. Smith. I don't know, but for me, after contemplation, I said to myself, that is my villain. That is someone that would be my exact opposite. That would be my contest of
So,
morality.
Andrew.
Okay.
I don't know if people can hear this, but if you saying that someone invoking a reaction to you, like just a visceral, loud reaction, makes them a good villain, I'm going to tell you this. You are on the same level as Dr. Smith, where you right now are invoking a loud, audible response from Tori in the next room because I can hear her through these headphones. All right?
I am here. Okay.
I can
Look.
I can hear her. I can hear her screaming.
Do you
There you
hate-
go. Live with
do you
Carlo
hate
comes
the
in.
character? Do you hate the character? That's the question. Do you really hate this character? And the question is, yes.
Yes.
I hate her. We're not disagreeing with that point, okay? Don't think I think that she was justified in anything that she was doing. Don't think that I thought her actions were.
She can't close her mouth. She reminds me of Dan too much.
That's why I think she was so good at the end, because I hated everything about her.
Everything. She wasn't okay.
No.
Ready?
That here's a fundamental
You know what, Andrew?
difference.
Go-
I hated her,
Go
but
and
the fact that I hated her so much made me realize that is a great villain. What better character to create if you have something that you hate so much? That is a villain.
She's not a villain. A villain wouldn't kill off humanity for fun.
Yes,
okay.
they would.
What's up, Exile? Okay, so Carlo, I don't think I wouldn't agree with the term fun as much as being a selfish bitch with no, to a point, like real general plan. Like, here's what I didn't like about her. I hated her, and so did Tori, for the reason of just like none of this stuff like made sense. Like what her motives were and what she was doing was just like the worst decisions all the time. And how her plans even worked out made no sense. I'm going to go and hide a gun with a little string in a forest in a world that we are not used to, so this crippled woman will miraculously find it. That's my plan. Like, her plan is just like, it's just like every part of her plan was a Hail Mary. And everyone happened. It's like everything depended on a natural 20. Like a nat 20 roll, and like it all happened, and it was just like this is stupid. There's
no.
Yes,
that's what's so crazy about it. That's why it created that
every
that
time
cringe.
Every time it's just cringy
It's
writing.
the first time
it's cringy writing.
Villain's plan, because usually the hero's plan goes like that. Usually the hero rolls all 20s. Usually the hero gets everything perfectly right.
Like she
this
needed...
is the first time a fucking villain's plan just unrolled like a red carpet at Oscars night. It was crazy.
Every time her plan failed, it was actually working. Like she would like look at her plan. It's like, no, this can't be her plan. This isn't working in her favor. Or there's no way. Like, if point A is here and point B is here, and you need like a straight line, it does like the Columbus thing, and instead of going straight to it, it goes around and somehow finds it. It goes the wrong way. Yeah, a red button that says "kill all humans." Let me and oh my god, like she tries to kill. It's like, okay, there's one way we're going to be able to get off this planet. How is that? Okay, we got to do this crazy, risky thing with the dad and the other cool person. Okay. Let me hit the only person this is depending on, over the head with a crowbar and knock her out. And then tell her, look, I'm sorry I got your husband killed. I'm sorry I ruined all chances of us getting off of here, but I think you're going to help me. How is this a plan? And how is this intelligent family so stupid?
But Tori just said something very interesting. She said, if she was the hero, it would have been such a boring show because she wins at every turn. But that's the fact. That's the difference. She's not the hero. She's the villain. There is no redeeming quality about her that you like.
There's nothing. And
There's
how did she know that
you
she had to drug her sister? How?
No. The classic story, Tori, is the hero wins in the end. It always is. That's how these stories go. You don't like this because the villain was winning. The villain was winning. You would think, oh, okay, the heroes are all right. This is where things turn around. And you know what they said to you? They said, no, here's a bag of shit. Here's how the villain's gonna keep on winning. And that's what you didn't like. I don't understand how you don't think that this is not a good villain / storytelling, because the fact that we are so angry that she gets away with this, so angry, you're telling me you can't relate to this in real life?
You can't relate to this
situation in real life that you look at the news one day, or you look at at something at work where you're like, I can't believe this motherfucker is getting away with this. You know what this did? This gave you 10 fucking hours of that feeling.
How just the way that people react to her, that's infuriating. It's like, okay, it's like the show had two different groups of writers. One group of writers is, you guys are here to make this family work hard, bring them like environmental challenges, have them work together. They're smart, they can handle this, they're intelligent people, but they just keep getting set back by what's going on in this new world. All right? Yeah. And you guys, group B, you guys make everything work for the villain, and when the villain is included, you make sure the family is just mentally handicapped by having screwdrivers in their heads, and no one can handle exactly what she's doing. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, how? Like when Carla was like when the engineer was told like two different stories. Like, how are you? Why? Why is the engineer? How come he didn't punch her in her like freaking throat? But it's just like, you left me to die.
I don't know.
It was I dropped my necklace on accident, and I accidentally stole your flare gun, which I used. Like, he called her out. It's like, how did you accidentally do this? You purposely took the flare gun and you shot the flare to get saved and left me and this dying woman in this razor blade storm.
Well, there's different explanations you can make. There's different explanations you can make for it. You could always blame it on the circumstances that they're in. They're in extreme survival circumstances. She didn't know what she was doing. Granted, if it was a normal person. Even if it was a normal person, yeah, you're right. She's screwed up. But that's the point. They created a person that was so chaotic and so irrational in decision making. It's terrible
writing. It's the worst writing. Because
it's not bad writing.
Honestly,
it's bad.
It makes me not want to watch the second season because she's still there.
I do.
I don't. I honestly don't.
I love this because she is chaos.
Worst.
She is fucking chaos. And somehow they wrote this show for chaos to be more probable than logical.
Like, it makes no sense. Like, my sister said, do you think Calvin, like my nephews, can watch this show? I go, if the villain wasn't in it, yes. Then I think that they could probably watch the show. But
I thought she was the only she was what drove me to watch the entire show.
I don't know. Like right now, Nicolas Cage is sounding pretty good.
I mean, Nicolas Cage in anything is.
But
They
like,
should make Nicolas Cage the voice of the robot, and then we're good.
like how did she get away? Like what Tori's saying, how did she get away with everything? How did she was able to tell conflicting stories to people who talked to each other about these stories and said, what she told me was different than what she told you. But I guess we'll forgive her. Like honestly, the only time like
There was only one time that happened.
Which one?
It was the story that she told the engineer and the story that she told the family, but they never went into it. They never. That is the correct point. That the story that she told the engineer and the story that she told what's her face, the daughter, the doctor daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only two conflicting stories where the two people actually connected and they didn't do anything about it. However, in the end, those are the two characters that flushed her out. So I don't believe that's the case either. No, it's not bad.
It's so bad.
Brilliant. It is
so bad.
brilliant because the fact that you're getting so angry about this that she gets away with it, I think it is awesome. I think it's awesome. It's awesome that you get this angry about it.
But the writing just doesn't make sense with like how are these people so intelligent and able to do so much stuff, and they still
They're on a dying planet. The last thing they're thinking about is someone sabotaging their chances of getting off this planet. That is, if I was there, the last thing I'm going to think about is, you know what? We may have a traitor in our midst. That is the last thing. The first thing I'm thinking about, and the last thing I'm thinking about is how am I getting my family off this freaking planet? That's it.
Oh yeah, the when someone made the gun on the ship, that was like
the robot made the gun.
Well, the robot made the gun. That we find that out later. But if there is something that's happening on board, and there's two new things that are going on. There's the robot and the doctor. And you see that some item was made unknown what it is or unknown who made it. And it's like, what did you make on the printer? She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, okay. But that's it. Like, and then she's just like, ask the dad about it. And it's completely forgotten about until the robot has the gun.
You know how many times that happens at work? You know how many times you go into work and someone did something and you bring this to their attention and say like, hey, I found this at the printer. Did you print this? And they go, no, I didn't. And it's them. It happens all the time. The reason why this hits so many anger notes is because this fucking happens to people. This bullshit, improbable, illogical bullshit happens all the time. And yes, she is dumb and narrow-minded, Carlo. She is dumb and narrow-minded. But the fact that she succeeds hurts you more as a viewer. Hurts you more. It's so good.
It.
I can't.
It's just... She's like, I'm not a murderer. It's like, bro, you let this person just like die, like on a ship. And then you essentially pretty much killed your sister as well.
Here's an excellent point, Carlo. I said this before. If Dr. Smith was not on this show, and Tori actually said it as well, this show would be boring as shit because everybody else has for lack of character. There's no character with any of them.
Will had character.
No, he didn't.
He had a robot.
No, he was a simple kid.
Would have been happier with a trigger happy Wally. Yeah, Carlo, I would have too. The thing is, like, you could have replaced Dr. Smith with environmental hazards, another robot, something else. Like, there's so much stuff you could have had happen to still keep the show interesting.
disagree, Tori. This is where we fundamentally disagree. But it's okay.
You
It is
have
fine.
a planet that every year resets,
Yes.
right? You're telling me that nothing interesting can happen.
What do you mean?
Take like nothing else interesting enough can happen to be like the environmental antagonist of the show. Like there's a freaking razor blade hailstorm.
Thing is, we can't judge the characters. Okay.
No, she doesn't grow.
Okay. How do I explain this?
She's like, I think Andrew talked about it, or I forgot what it was. She's like Eric Cartman when Cartman and Jimmy came up with the greatest joke, and the way Cartman remembered it, he came up with the joke, even though he just stood there, and
Yes.
that's all that could happen, right? Like that's it.
The only way the characters would ever do anything interesting or TV worth watching is if Dr. Smith is in that picture. You can't have this show without.
You can.
This is where we disagree. Tori, this is where we fundamentally disagree. But it's fine. I'm cool with it. You're so far away and you can't yell at me or throw Bob Ross cards at my face.
She's just gonna come in this room and yell at you. I know.
You.
I'm gonna have to deal with this when you're gone. I'm gonna have to deal
I
with
know, this is
Mike.
great.
Michael, you're never allowed to have a podcast with Andrew ever again. He's the Dr. Smith of Toy Rage.
Just
I would. It just makes no sense. Like, she was so useless. Like, she couldn't help out with like anything. It's honestly the only character I really liked in the show was Wise Ass Daughter.
Oh, Jenny, right?
Yeah, not Doctor Daughter, Wise Ass Daughter. Like, that was it.
No.
And Dad got better, but I don't know. I think it could have been just like I'm not excited for the second one.
To address growth, I thought there was growth between Mr. and Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah.
I thought there was growth with the doctor. But here's the thing. I don't think any of that growth stemmed from the villain. I think that was growth stemmed from the circumstance of where they were. So I think one of the most powerful scenes is when, again, spoiler alert, Judy. No, it's not flat. It's most of the main characters are 18 or younger.
Yeah.
You know, the parents aren't going to grow that much more. They're fully developed characters, and the young kids haven't experienced enough for that to happen.
Like,
Judy experiences something because she had her first real patient that wasn't a sibling or something in grad school, and she fucked up. I thought that was huge. That was her first patient, and she fucked up. I don't think they dealt with it enough, but it was. I thought that was a good scenario. There wasn't time to deal with it. Let's see season 2. Maybe we'll figure it out. I don't know.
No, you were not. In the beginning, Carlos says, am I the only one that thought that Dad actor looked too much like the Magneto actor? No. At the beginning, I thought it was the same exact actor.
yeah, he was very
I'm like, wow,
cool.
they got some big names. They got Magneto person. It's like, no. It's just Magneto lookalike. But it was still good. I like that.
I'm excited for season 2. That's all I gotta say. I'm excited. I know you guys aren't, but I thought if they continue with this Dr. Smith route and this just illogical deception, I think it's great.
I mean, Tori Nightingale, again, we're trying to argue with someone who thinks Minata is the best character in My Hero Academia. All right.
Listen. you can't.
I hear her just moaning and screaming in the next room. Like you
want
are
to talk about a character that's grown the most. It's definitely him.
Tori just said you're so dumb. I'm pretty sure that when I'm playing this back, I'm just gonna boost the background so that you can hear this. It's wonderful. These are soundproof headphones, by the way. Like they do an amazing job canceling out so much sound. Like Tori sneaks in and scares me sometimes because I can't hear anything.
I'm glad this is
I can hear her.
Tori's attention so much to this evening.
No, we're not going from Lost in Space to Hero. We should. But I'm saying, like, Andrew, if you watch My Hero Academia, Andrew loves Minata. Purple ball sticky boy. Yeah, purple ball boy. Purple ball diaper baby sticky boy. Yeah. The pervert kid. Perv boy. Exactly.
Yes.
So Andrew loves him. So the fact that he also loves Dr. Smith.
He is the underdog. He is the underdog of My Hero Academia.
You know what? I should start a Twitter poll. And it just should say, it's going to be a picture of Dr. Smith. And it's just going to say, this bitch, ? Yes or no. Like, I don't even need the context. Just this bitch. Like, this bitch. What the fuck?
It was so good. It was so good. So
How do you... It's like every time she
see, now that's hate talk. That's hate talk, Tori. That's a different podcast.
Is that hate speech? Is that hate speech? There was such thing as hate speech.
Hashtag hate speech.
You know what? I think everything Andrew's saying about Dr. Smith is hate speech to the human people. But whatever.
Wow.
Wow. You're trash. That's big words, but you know what? Maybe you will be the next one. So Andrew, this is like when, let's just say every time Dr. Smith comes up to a decision, and it's like you have to roll for it. It's like Jeff's rolling, except it's the complete opposite. Or Jeff is rolling for the family in every situation.
It's you know what it is, Mike? You know the scenarios when Jeff has to roll for the villain, or he's a character that's turned against the party and he has to roll against the party.
Mm-hmm.
And he always rolls like nat 20s.
Yeah.
That's the case.
As long as out of these 7 dice, Jeff doesn't roll 6 crits, we're 7 crits. 7 crits.
That's exactly the point. I've seen the
I've seen it too.
I've seen the improbability. So I can believe it. I'm a believer. And to see it happen in motion picture form.
God, I wish Jeff was here.
Jeff is the Dr. Smith of D&D.
Okay, Jeff, roll for the family. No. Too late. I don't know. That's why I think. Oh, hi, Layla. Is this to get win back Tori? Yes, to win back Tori.
Yeah.
Bringing Layla on screen is to win back Tori. I will tell you one thing.
Clawing to get up.
Tomb of Annihilation is something I think Jeff would like, for the reason of when you roll a 1, that's not a nat 1. It's not an auto fail.
No, not at all.
No. Best insult 2018 calls someone Doctor. You're such a fucking Dr. Smith.
You're such a fucking doctor.
Oh. No. Layla's very tired. It looks like.
Layla's very cranky these days.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is it because me and her haven't hung out in a while?
Yeah, probably. You haven't had a makeout session with Layla in a while.
Maybe. She misses Tori?
She does misses you, Tori. She tells me every night.
She goes, oh.
She goes, when is Tori coming back? And
she goes,
said, she's coming back.
No, she's coming back.
Really depressed.
She's coming back, Layla. She's coming back in 2 or 3 months. And when we go see Hamilton, she'll be back.
Nice.
Yeah.
But look, it's a fundamental difference of opinion between you and I, Tori, about Dr. Smith, which is fine. I can accept the fundamental differences because there's a point to a conversation about opposites where there's a line that you just have a fundamental opinion about something, and it doesn't necessarily change no matter how much you argue both sides, unless it's like an epiphany. You lay something on me that is just so mind blowing that it changes that core belief. But I still like you, even if you throw cards at me while we play board game. It's fine.
Especially the board game where your goal is to chill out.
Yeah, especially the board game where there is.
She's a passionate
I
woman.
know you are. I know you are.
She's a very passionate lady. Oh God.
Oh, so let's talk quickly about the D&D game.
All right. Well, let's.
I know you started it, but
Let's get on something positive.
I'm ending Lost in Space talk while I
Yeah.
pet my dog to calm me down. That's why
Calm
she
you
came.
down. Oh my God. Calm everyone else down. I don't think there's anyone here who actually likes Dr. Smith. except for you.
Everybody needs a Layla. She's like a pacifier for the soul.
Thank you, Carlo, for supporting me and all real people. We appreciate it.
Yeah, Mike. We need a Layla.
We have a Layla bed, so that's what we have. So, a little while ago, I don't know how or when I actually downloaded Tomb of Annihilation,
Yes.
Candlekeep, for the PC. But I saw it the other day, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me play it. And it actually played really well. And it's based off of pretty much just the D&D board games that you find.
Yes.
So it's not like actual D&D, it's board game based. And it really plays the way the board game does exceptionally well. The
It's very
interface,
fluid.
yes, it's fluid. The interface is not too crazy. The rolling system is really really good as well. It's inexpensive. I think it's like $15 or $16. So you kind of get what you pay for.
And it has the right amount of flavor text.
It does.
It's not so much where you're reading for hours and hours, but it's enough to give you some value of the different types of scenarios that you're entering into.
Yeah. Like if you
Which
played,
I appreciate because frankly, I don't want to read a book every time I start a mission.
no,
But at the same time, I don't want to be clicking for clicking's sake.
no.
So this has a very good balance of those two ends of the spectrum, I think.
It does. And it's just enough to get you from like one point to the next point, where if you've played like the Dungeons and Dragons or pretty much almost like any side scrolling 90s fighting game, it's like that much story that's really going on. You know, it's some like 3 panels at the beginning, 2 mid panels, and then like 3 panels at the end of a stage. And that's even pushing it a little bit. There's a couple different difficulties of it as well. The character selection, you really don't have a lot. I don't see a benefit of bringing less people other than you just get the turns faster. And there's only one like DLC character that you can get, and that's just like I think like $3 or $4. That's it. So you can have a total of 4 people in your party and 5 characters you can choose from if you pay for the extra 5th one.
Yep.
But it's not that bad. Honestly, the only thing, Andrew, that I just don't like about the game is you always start on the same 2 tiles.
I
Like-
just lost your sound for a second. I don't
You know what? Lost your sound forever.
I lost.
Well, now you got the sound?
Yeah.
All right, good. Look, I don't like how for a lot of the starting missions, you start on the same 2 tiles over and over again.
Yeah. But
That-
I think it's a reflective of the board game. I don't think
Yeah.
it's a reflective of, game design
No, I know.
decisions.
It's just
I
like,
think if it was designed independent of a board game,
yeah.
you wouldn't have seen that. But
It
I
did-
think they're trying to mimic the board game as much as possible.
Yeah, and I'm sure like the starting tile will differ like when I try to get a little bit farther into it. But currently with it, just how you cast spells, the little like reading log, everything about the game is so like nice and simple. Where if you're ever thinking about getting like a D&D board game to actually play, or your friend is asking you about it, this is very good to introduce you to how it happens, especially the weird rule that I remember we didn't know what it was about when a monster is like assigned to you. And like, what does it mean when like a monster
Right.
group is assigned to you? Where,
Right. So if you initiate that monster is assigned to you,
and then if,
which would have been very helpful when we were playing the game because we didn't know that meant.
no, and if you get like a kobold, and then so your ranger gets a kobold initiated to them or attached to them, and then the druid, who goes 2 turns later, explores a new tile and finds another kobold. Then every time a kobold goes, all kobolds go. So it's
Right.
I remember just on the board game how poorly explained like that was.
I mean, that's typically the case with board game instruction.
I know.
There's always something that is crucial to gameplay that is truly, truly not explained well.
No, and this was
Sometimes
explained
it's
pretty
multiple
poorly.
times, but every board game has a really they don't explain
No.
to their fullest extent, which is whatever.
Although
But-
in this game, I don't understand adrenaline.
yeah, I know Layla, right? So stupid.
Right, Layla? Do you understand adrenaline?
She's like, "Fuck you guys.
Um,
Tell them about the t-shirts."
tell them about the t-shirts. Tell them about the t-shirts, and that's all that matters.
No, but here's the thing. For a D&D board game that's been ported to a PC game, which is like the newest thing on Steam now, right? You can look up almost any board game and find a board game port of it.
Yeah, or something with
This-
like Tabletop
this-
Simulator.
This did a great job
It did.
with just integrating the rules into the game, easy to understand. The character animations are very well done, and it didn't seem like it was leaving out components of the game that, or changed components of the game that you lost the ability, you lost the allure of the board game.
No,
That too.
it
That
kept
too,
its
Layla.
good. It kept all the good stuff, and it really kept it easy. I don't understand adrenaline. I like how when you roll a 1, it's just a 1. It's not a natural like fail. So
Yeah.
Jeff, buy this game. Not multiplayer.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
Because this is frankly any board game port should be multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what it is. It has to have that function because that's the point of playing a board game. You don't play a board game by yourself. You
Yeah.
play it with other people. So
Even
if you're making a board game video game, guess what? You need to make a multiplayer function.
even our favorite game that we never remember the name of, with Melvin, was it Dungeon Quest or something like that?
Card
Quest? Card Hunter. Card Hunters.
Card Hunter.
Card Hunter. Even that has multiplayer. And that's free to play. And Melvin is awesome. Wait, is Melvin
Melvin's
here?
the best dungeon master.
He's
ever.
great. He's great. So like it's weird that like that has it, and that's like a pure homebrew D&D game. But the actual D&D game like kind of doesn't have it. I understand like to a point where when you do get, when you are playing the game, you do find treasure chests in it, and then after each one you get loot, and then you can like disenchant things and then make upgrades for your guys. So it might be a little weird, but at the same time, like you're like another friend could start to play with you, and then you can choose to use their characters, or if they don't have like strong enough characters, use your characters, something like that. Like they could do more with it, but then again, it's a $15 game. It's not too much, and honestly, for the money, I think it's good enough.
It's cheaper than the board game itself. So
Oh god, the board game is like what, like 80?
yeah, so
I think.
it has to be at least $50.
Yeah, at the very least. And there's several of them.
So if you want to play the board game for cheap, you buy the video game,
Yeah,
which costs infinitely more money to produce. Which
And-
makes no sense.
and you'll
Thank
play
you,
it more
Layla.
often because you don't need any friends. Which, let's face
No
it,
friends.
you probably don't.
Who needs friends when
Who-
you have wine and dogs?
Don't mention the dog part, please.
What,
Toys.
dogs?
No dogs. I can't believe Layla's staying there that long with you.
Oh, she's a ham, man.
Yeah,
This one, she knows where the lovin's at.
she's trying to get the Chinese food, probably, isn't she? Oh, see, then your sound's gone.
This is just love, man.
Yeah. Your microphone also needs to be in front of your mouth, not next to your ear.
What, like this?
I mean, that's better, I guess. We just try to eat the microphone. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Thank you.
I don't know. So that was good. So Deadpool 2, see
Deadpool
it.
2. Go see it.
Recommend seeing Deadpool 1 first.
Yes, and if you don't like Deadpool 1, you're not going to like Deadpool 2.
Nope, don't do that. We agreed that Dr. Smith is worst villain ever.
You broke up, but I don't agree.
Yeah.
But I think everybody should watch Lost in Space, and maybe post your opinion, and maybe we can rejuvenate this conversation. I would love to.
Yeah, because it would be nice actually getting to what makes a good villain, what makes a bad villain a little bit more. For that, maybe you'll get T3 to show up because he knows more. Honestly, I love Kilgrave. That's fine.
I don't think you should, Tori. I think your opinion is very valuable.
No, it's very valuable.
You just call me stupid, which, whatever.
I mean, that's not an opinion; it's fact. But
that is not fact.
She just screamed, "I love you, Andrew."
It's not fact, Layla. You're never seeing Tori again. That's her punishment.
No, she can see Tori. It's part of her job requirements. Wow. All right, so
I know how to hit it. I know how to hit hard.
Layla, bite him. So, Dr. Smith, don't like her, but Andrew does. Regardless, if you guys want to start to watch Lost in Space,
I don't like her, and that's why I like.
That's why you love her. And if you're looking for a D&D board game that you don't need a board or a game for, check out Tomb of Annihilation Candlekeep because it's very easy to play. And why the hell not?
That's our 15-minute game endorsement for this week.
That's it. They have nothing to do with this, but maybe one day they will. And
maybe they'll love us enough to give us free shit. But
I don't know. I'm still working on getting a free Dresden File game, so we'll see what happens.
So, Mike, let's talk Toy Rage business, right?
All right, the business.
All right. So everybody out there in podcast land, in YouTube land, in radio land, in caffeine land, we have merchandise available now for purchase based off of our shitty jokes and shenanigans off of this show. Yes, people, you could go and get shitty joked merchandise from the Toy Rage podcast, such as It's All Thanks to Ken Sunshine mugs.
To who
T-shirts.
Sunshine?
Ken
Sunshine, not Kun
Ken
Sunshine. Yeah, that's
Ken
rude.
Sunshine.
Kun Sunshine. Kun Sunshine.
Ken Sunshine.
Also, I'm not
we have
wearing
a
it.
T-shirt of a fan favorite, Clarence. Yes, he's off the chain, and that's literally the joke. Oh, there she goes.
Unfortunately, tonight he is on the chain and he is unable to show up, so that is very sad for everybody. But you can still. I can't. You're cutting out. Sorry.
Macca.
Hi, Clarence.
Hi, Macca. Guess what, Mac? Macca.
What, Clarence?
Famous, Mac. I'm on a shirt.
You are in a shirt.
Yeah, Macca.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm the only one that has worn you so far, so that's.
Yeah,
I
Macca.
don't know what is wrong with me.
I looked a lot bigger on you.
That's rude. So, I don't even know where to go with that.
Michael, guess where you can find me, Michael?
Where can we find you, Clarence?
Teespring.com/ToyRage. Thanks.
That's right. That's called the internet.
Yeah, internet.
Yeah,
Stop making up things, Michael.
All right, well, we'll go back to bed. Enjoy your alligator, Clarence. Everyone say thank you to Clarence. We're always happy to have Clarence. Bye, Clarence. We're always happy to have you here.
Everybody, Clarence was not wrong. You can find all of these items on teespring.com. If you look up Toy Rage, we have multiple items, and we have some items yet to be released. So look out for these items.
Yeah, I failed with one of them. I should have had him done this weekend with a wonderful hat that we have to come out with.
Oh my God! It is the anime taxi. anime trucker driver.
Yeah, anime truck driver.
This is his hat that he wears on the road,
Cross country.
cross country.
Was it? What does it say, Andrew?
Chibu's. Was it
Weeboos, Chibus, and Hebrews.
Hebrews and Hebrews.
That's what I love my animes.
That's how I do my animes.
And that's it.
10-4 Naruto.
Isn't it Boruto's dad?
I'm down Interstate 95. Listen to a little Bleach fan fiction.
Oh God, no Bleach fan fiction. I guess it's better than Sword Art Online fan fiction.
And on that
note,
so please, everybody, go check out the store. It really does help support the podcast and our costs, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And
it feeds Layla.
And yes, she's so hungry. Why do you think she's sitting on my lap right now? She is just looking for food because I have no money to feed her.
Nope. That's why I got to go get the merch. Buying merch feeds Layla.
If you get more merch, the more Layla eats. It's just that simple.
It's not like we're guilt marketing or anything. It's just
it's not like
it's
we're
just the
making
way
up
it is.
things to make you hit your tendons of pity in your bone marrow. Yeah, that's doctor talk.
Yeah.
Doctor talk with Andrew.
I
Bone
concur.
marrow tendons.
Bone marrow tendons.
Guilt. We're not hitting those at all.
No.
But we're trying.
What
so
else?
please check out teespring.com. That's TEESPRING.com. Look up Toy Rage and you'll see some merch.
Yep.
And please, if you like what you're hearing and you want to support the show, this is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Mike, take away social media time.
I'm not going to take away social media, but as goes for social media time, over beneath me and to Andrew's right or left, Instagram.com/ToyRageReviews, which is Andrew is highly on top of, even though I took the picture today. It's all him. If you want
all me.
If you want to,
it's management services.
If you want to see the recording of this podcast visually with your eyeballs, you can go to youtube.com/ToyRage. You can also go to, which we highly recommend, twitter.com/ToyRage and facebook.com/ToyRage for whenever we add new merch, have any updates, new videos, anything else. That's where we post it, and that's where you can go and get updated as much as you can. And go to caffeine.tv/ToyRage and just chuck us a follow, because when we go live, you will even know then. Layla is already part of the caffeine team, whether she knows it or not, or whether they like it or not. So please, it's also supporting her getting food. We appreciate that.
And Layla has a very steep salary as our HR director.
Yeah.
So
she's high in talent.
She's about to press charges for lack of pay. So
with her cute nose.
Yeah.
Right, Layla?
Woof.
That's right. That was real. If you guys are listening to the audio only podcast,
so real.
That was Layla the entire time.
That was improv, classic Layla.
Oh, Layla. Oh, wow. What a employee you are. She's the best.
She's just full of them.
All right, guys. Check us out on social media. Follow us everywhere and anywhere. Check out the merch on Teespring, and we will see you guys next week. Andrew, take us out.
Bye.
We did it.